Hey folks, in this video we're going to look at how to find the area of a sector in a circle. This video is best understood if you have seen a previous video that I've done called The Properties of Circles. That's very useful to do this video, to do this question, as well as another video I did on how to find the arc length of a circle. Okay? Now, so I will quickly say a few things here. Here is what a circle looks like. Yes, that is a circle. These here are the radius of a circle, or the radii, which is the plural of radius. The sector is this area inside here, okay, inside this whole area here. This being the arc length, okay, and the radii being the exact same length. Okay? So today what we're going to look at is how to find the area of a sector. Of course, we'll be given some information, and here is what kind of information we could be given. What is the area of the sector if we have a circle with a radius of 12? Let's draw that right now. Here's our beautiful circle. Here's a radius of 12. It's 12 centimeters, by the way. And another radius, and I have to draw it, but what's the angle? The central angle is this angle on the inside that connects these two radii. So 52 degrees would be, something like that. It's actually a little smaller, but it gets kind of tough. Again, this is a radius, and so is this, so they're both 12. This angle in here is called the central angle. And remember, that other video sure explains all of that. And if you know all of this, we're supposed to find the area of this sector right here, this area. Now, first of all, there is a formula we can use for this, and it's actually in the bottom right here. The area of a sector equals, here, and I'll move it up, equals the central angle, okay, the central angle being theta in this case. And in this case, actually, it's 52 degrees. And 52 degrees out of 360 degrees, because that is the percent that this sector covers out of this circle. So in other words, we find the area of the circle, okay, and that's the formula for area of circle, if you recall, pi r squared. So 3.14 times 12 times 12. And then what you're doing is you're taking what percent of that circle is this 52 degrees. Well, 52 divided by 360 will give us the percent. We just multiply that by pi r squared and we're good to go. So let's do that right now. Okay, so the area of the sector would equal 52 degrees over 360 degrees. And then you multiply that by 3.14 times pi times 12 squared. Okay. I'm going to have to use a calculator for this. So I'm going to bring up my calculator. 52 divided by 360 equals, and I'm just going to keep multiplying now, times 3.14 times 12 squared. Here's the squared button. And then equals. And the answer would be 65.3. Depends how many decimals your teacher likes you to round off. Because it's an area, though, we have to remember we're talking centimeters, not just centimeters, but centimeters squared. In the last video, we were looking for arc length, and so the answer would just be in centimeters. But this would be 65 centimeters squared, okay? We've just found the area of this sector inside here, and I can't really sketch it, but it's this whole area in here. 65.3 centimeters squared. Pretty cool. So here is another question. A sector of a circle has a central angle of 50 degrees this time. Okay, pretty similar to the last question. This is 50 degrees. And an area of 141 centimeters squared. What is the radius of the circle? We want to know what the radius is. Well, remember the formula. In fact, I could rewrite it, or I could just use technology here, the fact that I'm on a computer, and just copy that over. Wow, did that save me a lot of time? No, just kidding. It wasn't huge. The area of the sector is 141. centimeters squared. And then the degree of the central angle is 50 degrees over 360. And let's multiply that by pi r squared. We don't know what the radius is. This is our unknown part. So what I'm going to do is just go 50 divided by 360, and then I'm going to multiply that by 3.14. Then I'm going to take that answer and go 141 divided by that answer to give us what r squared is. R squared, take that answer. Actually, I'll just do it right now on the calculator. I have to. So here we go. So 50 divided by 360. That equals this. We're going to multiply by 3.14. Okay, so we get 0.4361. I don't know if I should show you the steps because I'm assuming you already know those steps, and sometimes people just don't know. So I might as well quickly show you, okay? What was the answer? 0.4361. And then we still have our squared there, and we still have 141. The way to get rid of this, because this is being multiplied by that, the opposite of multiply is divide. So we're going to take 141, divide by this to give us what r squared is. So 141, and that's divide by 0.4361. And we get 323.3. And there's one more step because this is not quite, that doesn't make sense. That would never be the radius, right? It would just be too long. 323 centimeters would be ridiculous. We have to get rid of this squared right there. The opposite of square is square root. So we need to take the square root of that answer. Let's take the square root of it. You get 17.98. Okay, 17.98 centimeters is the radius. The radius is 17.98. Okay, and you could write that as a sentence if you wanted to, but don't forget to include the units. Okay, and that's about it for this lesson. Hopefully that helps you out. Take care.